met through mutual friends and got the love story for movies truly you used to binge. Bumping gems over my Bluetooth speaker, woozy with hand. He never knew the thing that wooed me was the truth in his lens. In my feelings, typing text, I'm too cool to send. Wasting time disguises, I'm too frugal to spend. Looking for the signs and the approval of friends. Trying to find the ways that I could group you with men I knew before and didn't pan out. Spent part of life without you, but I can't now. You out of town, but come and see about me when you land. Because I held it down while you were out being the man. Just trying to make you understand.
You take me far beyond what I want, ever dreamed or prayed. You move me from dusk to dawn. There's no patient-free Agape.
He hit my line, said he en route. I think it's genius how he knows to meet a need. My ego won't let me speak aloud. He knows we ain't gonna fuss for me to wheeze and scream and shout. Commit to being out the box, cause couples need freedom, child. Exes reaching out, but we locking in. Each time we face our fear, we gain some confidence. Got on my teddy and I'm ready for that lock to spin. Counterclockwise so I can greet him as he's walking in. Cause I love the way his smile glows off his skin. That's the text messages I never thought to send till now. I got a Cabernet, a matte red lip and pencil brow. It knocks me off my feet the way he keeps his 10 toes down. He got mine on 4C, and now I got the foresight to be his lighthouse in the form of southern soul and porch lights. I thought I wasn't your type, but found out I was your all. I'm trying to point the finger for my joy, I know it's your fault.
You take me.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept, our podcast. Hand claps, Nori claps, Nori claps. What you just heard was my girl, Sexyy Red, and Mariah Meshae with Agape. Had to start off with that joint, because if you haven't been listening to the podcast, at least for the past year and a half, that's been my favorite joint. So, yeah. So I started that. So shouts out to Sexyy Red, her husband, Mr. Battles, and the whole crew. Anyway, this is episode 234 of the Enigma Sept, our podcast, and here we are. If you're watching live or watching on YouTube or facing the book, you may notice something different. Yeah, I'm not at home. I'm not in my crib. I'm out in these streets, son. I'm in these streets. And if you listen to the podcast, you may notice that I sound more clearer. It's a lot more volume. Gets more deeper. That's because your boy is has linked up with Go to Sound Studios. Again, I ain't got no hand claps. Well, Nori claps. Nori claps. Nori claps. And I don't have hand claps because it's my fault. I didn't tell my boy that. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world. So, with that being said, I ask you guys to be patient. Give you boys some grace. New adventure, but pretty sure it's going to be dope. So, again, episode 234. The guest we have planned for tonight is my man KG. He's a graphic designer and photographer, sort of like myself, and he's more so than I am. But we're gonna have him on and check up on him and see what's good. See what's good with these graphics, these covers he's doing for these artists out here. And I'm saying a lot, and it's very glaring when it's not your it's not a home operation. You're out in the public. And anyway, so glad to be here. Again, what are we getting to? Okay. What do I normally do around this? Oh, that's right. Hip hop news. All right. News of the week. I guess well, first, before I get into that, I had to go and get, a fresh shirt. My wife, shouts out to Felicia. Nori hand claps for my wife, Felicia. She saw the shirt. She was like, mayhem. Project Mayhem? I was like, no. First of all, if that was the case, this would be a black shirt. Of course, the first rule of Project Mayhem that you do not ask questions. So I don't even know why you asked me about my shirt. But I really want to tell her, no, it was the only shirt I could find in my size that looked halfway decent. Shouts out to City Trends. It was one of them. It was one of those stores. But yeah, I came in front. It was very difficult to find a shirt in my size, and I just wanted to put this PSA out here. All you fat lesbians, can y'all please stop buying all the 5X shirts? Say something for your boy. Your boy needs something, all right? I get it. You want to conceal your boobies, I understand, but I got a stomach I want to conceal. And you guys have sports bras. I don't have a stomach bra, all right? So I need a shirt that can cover my stomach. So, yeah, just wear one less undershirt and buy a 3X, all right? Help your boy out here. I'm just saying. Anyway, boy, I'm going to go to the studios. I'm about to get canceled already. Just off top, just getting canceled. Anyway, shouts out to my cousin Keonda, because that's who I had in mind when I made that joke. And she's going to fight me when she sees me. Speaking of, Key, you lucky. You lucky. I left it at home. If I was at home, I would have had it. There's a picture that I was given. Shouts out to my stepmom, Miss Diane. But say that for another day. But shouts out to my cousins and my sister. Olin Mills. That's all I'm going to say. 2 words, Olin Mills. Let's keep it moving. Again, hip-hop news. I don't know. It's been a slow week. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Except stuff that's like mad annoying. So yeah, let me get into this. Because I really don't want to talk about it because it's like everywhere, and I get it. Y'all. You know, it's the flavor of the week, but it's like y'all just taking it too far. And in particular, of course, if you don't know who I'm talking about, shut up, Puff Daddy Combs. I'm tired. I'm already tired. I ain't got time for this. Y'all just taking it there. But one thing in particular that's just really grinding my gears, if you will, is this name that you guys got for him, right? Because he got many names. He's a man of many names, of course. But it seems the name that's popular now in these comment threads is the name Diddler, whatever. Bro, stop. It's not funny. It's nasty work. It really is. I'm just, cause I get it. You want to mix. You taking the Riddler because he was a criminal and Gotham. All right, whatever. But yeah, it's like the name Diddy was already nasty work. All right. I ain't even like when he switched his name up. I still call him Puffy or Puff. P. Diddy, all of that was just nasty work. But to add on to it, plus all the nasty work that's to follow behind it, this ain't it. It's just stop it. If you call him Diddler, I can't even say it. That's probably why I'm mad, because I can't say it. Just stop it, all right? Just, like, come with something else. Be more creative. I don't know, like Slut Daddy. Call him Slut Daddy. Or Butt Daddy. You know what I mean? Like, apparently, him and Stevie J. Hey, you know what I mean? Or Sean Slutty Holmes. I don't know. If you want to go with the Diddy, instead of calling him P. Diddy, you want to call B. Diddy, maybe? B for butt. Of course, do this for me. If you said pause to any of that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Especially if you hit the Ayo. If you hit me with the Ayo, you got to relax. I know I got to relax. It ain't me. It's them. Um, but yeah, man, start with the diddler, man. Call that man slut daddy, bro. I mean, that's Sean Slutty Combs. That's what I'm going with. Anyway, speaking of, I really didn't want to talk about this. I'm tired already. It's exhausting. But one person that has made this very exhausting is 50 Cent. Man's been going in. Hey, yo. From the beginning. Talking about he want tapes and just got all kind of jokes. To the point that even Ed Lover was like, bro, come on, man. You got to chill. And I agree. Like, Fifth got to chill, bro. Like, I guess it's a moment, but it's like, why are you so invested, bro? Why? Wait. Oh. I think I found out. I think I know why he's invested. Turns out that his second baby mama, not the first. The first one ain't famous. I mean, Yahya Abdul with my team. The first or the second? The first ain't famous. Yeah, so apparently his first baby mama. That's how the Ace vein. His second baby mama, my bad, was apparently, allegedly, listed as one of Slut Daddy's sex workers, along with Young Miami. I ain't finna get into that. Y'all ain't finna come after me, 305. But anyway, she was listed as a sex worker. And 50 even called her out. It was like, oh, you little sex worker. And then she called him out for being a terrible baby daddy. And then he threatened legal ramifications. Oh, you petty, bro. Cancers. What you gonna do? But yeah, but it makes sense now. It makes sense. Everybody kind of quiet. And that's kind of odd. But 50 being this loud, like, it's almost super loud because everybody else is being, like, mad quiet, bro. So, like, why are you so loud about this? But now it makes sense. His youngest son, mama, was out here getting pimped out. And honestly, I think it was just a case of big bank to little bank. You know what I mean? Puffy, apparently, before all of this happened, was sitting on $1 billion. And 50 was trying to get there. Don't know if he was there yet. But it looked like that $1 billion, that B, turned out at her doing things. So raw. I don't know what to tell you, my boy, but you look kind of crazy. You need to chill. It ain't worth it, 50. It ain't worth it. You lost her. She gone. Take care of your kid. Keep it moving because you look crazy. You look mad crazy. Anyway, I told you I'm tired of it. I don't want to even talk about it. Honestly, I don't think that it's really a thing to joke about, especially if what's being alleged is true. You know what I mean? So, find it funny that people want to draw up old stuff from back in the day, but then current stuff is okay to joke about. Like, chill out. But keep it moving. Speaking of having those bees, Forbes supposedly came out with the list of the highest paid entertainers in the world. All I gotta say about that is eat the rich. No, I got more to say about it. Anyway, throw it at Billy Club, the Billionaire Club, and two notable people you already know. Just throw it out there. Go ahead, take your time. Who do you think you're on the list? A guy and a gal. You already know. Not him. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Kanye fans. Nope, he's not on the list. You failed. That's why he's selling shoes for $20. Anyway, no. So Jay-Z and Rihanna was on the Forbes 2024 edition of the Celebrity Billionaires list. They said Jay-Z is actually sitting at number 5 with 2.5, where Rihanna is at number 9 with 1.4. Who else? You got Magic Johnson at 1.2. LeBron James. LeBron at 1.2. He's still balling. That's crazy. You think that LeBron is made as much as Magic Johnson, and he's still playing. Magic Johnson hadn't played a lick of basketball in 26 years, and LeBron's still in the game and already got $1 billion. Kim Kardashian at 1.7. Oprah Winfrey. You told Harpo to beat me. Oprah Winfrey, if I can read, at 2.8. And leading the way, the three richest is Michael Jordan, Steven Spielberg, and George Lucas. George Lucas with the 5.5 billion. He get that Disney money. Also, according to the article Hip Hop DX, that Diddy apparently is at a loss because of all the allegations and his beef with the liquor company, which Luther Campbell made an assumption that maybe Puffy is going through all the stuff he's going through because he decided to start a lawsuit against the alcohol company based on what he perceived as racism. He was saying that the spirits that he was promoting, Ciroc, of course, was being pushed to the side because I guess they were more urban or black products. And so he was saying they weren't getting pushed, and he had a lawsuit and filed a lawsuit. And shortly after, Cassie said, "Do, here comes the diddler." I hate y'all. I really do. Anyway, so he's not on the list. And also, too, I was surprised that there was no Taylor Swift. Now, I know she's a billionaire. So I guess she's maybe at 1.1 versus 1.2. I don't know. Or maybe she'll be there next year. I'm sure she will be there next year. Without a doubt. Do we care about Taylor Swift? Keep it moving. Anyway. Speaking of white people. So, my second favorite rapper of all time decided yesterday that he wanted to announce that he was dropping a new album. Infinite 2. Now, if you don't know about Infinite, because you're not a fan or a stan, Infinite was Eminem's first album, like very first album. Put it out in 1996. A lot of people say it was good, but he sounded too much like he wanted to be a Nas wannabe. But he made this announcement that he's going to do a part 2. And when I saw it, I was like, yo, this would be a dope idea. Like, kind of hopefully go back to his roots, go back to that hungry Eminem, before Slim Shady even. I was like, yo, that would be dope. Well, kind of interesting. Let me see what people are saying in the comments. And first comment I saw was April 1st. And then it dawned on me. Talking about Eminem here. Yeah, it was all a joke. I hope y'all ain't believe that. I really hope anybody that saw that. It didn't help that Royce the 5'9" reposted it, but yeah, I still think it would be a good idea. Hey, in front, go back, get that type beats. I've said before in some podcast episode earlier that all M got to do to redeem himself is get in the room with Pete Rock, like Kome doing right now. Pause. Hey, yo. But get in the room with these producers like Pete Rock, Knife Wonder. Who else? Somebody got a Dilla beat somewhere. You can get on Dilla beat. He's from Detroit. Ain't no problem with that. But yeah, DJ Premier. Shouts out to my man Neff. You know what I mean? Who produced, doing the sound editing for my man Premier. But yeah, get back to the essence, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody, Odessa, from what was the little Joe Budden joint he did? Not his podcast. The little show he used to do. Everyday Struggle. The girl that was the moderator, the woman. That's a grown woman. My bad. Let me not be sexist. I was a grown ass woman. But she said, she was like, yo, M like kind of simplify his flow. Like if he stopped rapping like he need to prove something, maybe his stuff would be more enjoyable. So I'm like, yeah, make it more simple. Get Knife Wonder and Pete Rock and DJ Premier all in the room and call it Infinite 2. I guarantee you, he'll be back. If you want to call it a comeback. I don't know if he can. It may be too late. And I'm saying that as a fan. It may be too late for Eminem. It's a rap. I mean, he always rapping, but maybe a rap for real. Anyway, man, what we're going to get into? So much stuff, but there's nothing at all. I got to do this for my baby. She did mention that apparently, keep it short because this sucks. Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams are beefing over the Neptunes. Boo. Boo. I mean, granted, bro, it was bound to happen. I mean, think about all the greats. Paul and John. Simon and Garfunkel. Is that right? I'm trying to name all these old white acts I never listened to. Cher and Sonny. Mason Timberland. I mean, not Mason. Missy and Timberland. Puffy and Mace. All these great duos broke up. It happens. It's always going to be some type of beef. No, apparently Pharrell team decided to try to snatch the name. And, Chad was like, no, sir. We ain't having that. I put in too much work. 30 years, player. Back on up. Pharrell was like, yo, man, I was just trying to protect the name. Like, nah, bro. Nah, what you doing? Got caught red-handed. Honestly, like, Pharrell need to chill, bro. Like, you Pharrell Williams. Matter of fact, you are, like, at a point where your name, your first name is just it, Pharrell. You can say Pharrell. We already know what it is. Man, let Chad have Neptunes, man. What you doing, bro? Like, first of all, Pharrell was the face, but Chad was doing the background work. You know what I'm saying? Just my man Mikey. You know what I'm saying? I'm Pharrell. He Chad. He controlling the boards. All right? Let that man have that name. Stop trying to steal that name. But hopefully, I don't think it's really personal. At least I hope it's not. A lot of times when you have, when you get to that level of success, sometimes the lawyers are fighting and the people can really give a shit. You know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10, or at least I can say 9 times out of 10, I hope that what's true is that Chad and Pharrell are cool, but the lawyers just duking it out and they trying to, figure it out. But regardless, hopefully Pharrell ain't trying to be nasty out here. If he is, then screw him, because Chad ain't do nothing, man, but make hits for everybody, bro. What you doing? What else we got? Got a few more minutes before we get to the next segment. I actually mentioned her before. We were talking about the Billy Club. She isn't in a Billy yet, which is amazing, because her husband is in the Billy Club, and her arch nemesis, Taylor Swift, is in the Billy Club. So I'm like, how isn't Beyonce in the Billy Club? Apparently she's not, at least not now. But you couldn't tell by this weekend when she dropped her country album on us, and it was a whole holiday this past Friday. I listened to the album, and all I can say is, damn, dog. The Grammys gonna fuck up again. That's what's gonna happen. It's bound to happen. Not only is the album just like super tight, it's tight. Like the production's great, the songwriting's great. She got the right type of people to be involved in it. Shouts out to Dolly Parton. Willie Nelson was in that thing. Even country princess, what's her face? Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. No, what's her name for real? Oh, Miley Cyrus. I'm too old to know what Hannah Montana is. Miley Cyrus doing that, which oddly enough, it worked. It worked. Miley's tone actually worked. Compared to Beyonce, that's another thing I like about it too. Like, because she kind of went this route, she wasn't forced to really try to sing, and it works for Beyonce. Because Beyonce has a nice tone. I think a lot of people's criticism is that her range isn't, as wide as Mariah or Whitney or whatever. But this type project, it really worked, and there was various genres, so it wasn't just a strictly country album. I thought I was gonna get what's my man's name? Isbell's Southeastern album. Nah, with no Johnny Cash. It was a mix, she had some rapping in there. It was some 60s, 70s rock vibes, funk vibes, mixed in with, country tunes as well. So, yeah, and it worked. It really worked. And seeing all the praise that she's getting and how everything's working out, you would think it would be a shoe-in. Clearly, a shoe-in. This early. It's April. Album of the year. Okay, what you say? Album of the year. Easy. And then you remember that Taylor Swift said she's dropping the Tortured Poets Society. I think in May. Oh, you already know what's going to happen. You already know. And the funny thing, the way Beyonce has it set up, because she's pretty much criticizing like the Grammys within the album. That's kind of almost a tone too, kind of like a secret message. So it's kind of funny because it's like if she loses, it's a "I told you so," but if she wins, then it's like, "Oh, you guys finally got it." Great. So here's the hope that, first of all, Taylor doesn't do what she do and make incredible music herself. We only hope that she can get Miley Cyrus on her project too and make this a real competition. But then also too, maybe, just maybe, the Grammys will get it right this time. And before we get up out of here, I'm going to get to the next track. I don't believe Lizzo. Sorry, baby. My wife, she been really real sympathetic for Lizzo. Lizzo said she done with music. I call her BS. She ain't done. But I think it's bad timing to try to get sympathy now with everything going on with Butt Daddy and who else? Somebody else got accused of doing some nasty stuff. And it's just like, oh, your boy, kids on the set, quiet on the set, Dan Shitface, whatever his name. They're like in the news right now for doing nasty stuff, and Lizzo was kind of close to that. So to try to come out and try to get some sympathy, oh, I'm so tired. I don't know if I want to do. Ma'am, not right now. Not right now. Give it a couple of months. Let's let this slut daddy thing kind of get over. This Dan Shitface guy, let him run through the mud, and then you come out and get some sympathy. But right now, nah, everyone looking for blood, and you right there in the mix. I don't think you want to come out. So Lizzo, chill out. Just don't do that. Anyway, man, let me get to the next track because this is rich. You gotta make sure I get this. So anyway, we can get to the next track. It's my man AWOL, the Mindwriter with Golden Gun. Then we come back and have my guest, man, KG Green. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Yo, you allow when your word is born. All these rappers and their stories fabricated and worn. I've been doing wasn't made for the storm. OTC, OMG, you ain't never played it before? I get famous and questioned by your name, not across the first page of the source. Push your tapes, man, you're making us bored. Imaginary coke raps and trap hustles, local block those like you about to win an award. If it's real, then it shouldn't be bought. And if you're still quote unquote hustlers don't majorly talk. Only back I see you eating from I usually pork. Runs from the corner store off Main Street and Park. Knocks, if you were there, you niggas should have seen what I saw. Around the leaders, if not defeated, shall always go proceed with the war. Reported often how you lost me killing innocents off. Peace, God, what I live by the laws. Can I forgive you if you put me in position? Opposition is armed. Then opposition will be missing its arm. Leg, arm, head of your division will be visibly gone. And I swear for what needs to be sworn, you feel the heat for what needs to be drawn. This light gun, a two-piece, gonna have you biting me from your jaw. Go and make you pick your teeth from the floor. Put them back to repeat the beat and make you go and feel it some more. I go and dance with the devil till the angels turn it up with the horns. Trumpets, God's way of saying you mother. Hear me ringing, better pick up the call. For you other niggas fixing your flaws, we'll see who's listening. Got you swinging up that cliff with this sweaty grip, and you fixing to fall. Mama said, mama side, mama way. 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 Mama said, mama side, mama way.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. We just heard my man AWOL, the Mindwriter with Golden Gun. Shouts out to AWOL, bro. If you're listening, holla at your boy. I know it's been a minute, but holla at your boy, man. Or I'll do the same. How about that? Apparently I'm horrible at contacting people and letting them know when things are happening. But it's all good because it works out. All praise to God. Anyway, without further ado, I got my man KG in the building. KG Green, what's going on, my boy?
Chilling, man, chilling.
No doubt. You know, man, these Nori claps. We got applause, though. Man, read that quick, too. He was like, if you do these Nori claps, I know what I got to do. Man, so you are my first guest in the new digs.
Hey,
Right.
go, hey. Got the cruise bombs.
Right. I'm gonna figure out, y'all, that I can get these sound effects to my mans, and then we can have it just going because he on point. He totally on point. But I told y'all, give your boy some grace because we learning. I'm learning. Anyway, how you feeling, my boy?
Pretty good.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? It's my first face-to-face interview in 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think the last one I saw was online.
Yeah, it's man.
That's crazy.
Shouts out to the ops. Ain't going back to them no more. But yeah, man. Nah, I've been doing remote for 2 years. I think outside of my daughter and my wife, and then my man JC. I think my nephew. So I think those four have been in house.
Okay.
But other than that, it's been remote.
Hey.
Getting them Zoom.
Shots out to being back outside. Yeah.
We's outside.
Yeah.
These high ass prices. Anyway, it's not Biden's fault. Give me a political. Look at me. It's the pandemic.
Gotta learn how the government work, man.
It's the pandemic. It's economics, supply and demand. Anyway, speaking of high prices,
Yeah.
you can let the people know. I'm joking. That was a joke. That's why we laugh. You let the people know what you do, man.
Yeah, so I am a graphic designer. I help artists, entrepreneurs, brand owners, help them visualize their business so that they can connect with who they're trying to connect with, get the product to who they're trying to get it to, all that good stuff. So,
yeah.
And I do that through visual design and art. So, yeah.
No doubt. And how did you get into graphic and visual design?
Man, MySpace.
I know you lying. Shout out to MySpace. My man Tom.
You feel me?
My man Tom did put us on with the coding.
Yeah, like we was like coding the pages and stuff, and I never really liked none of the pages. So it was like
Hold up.
It was
What did the sparkle SpongeBob? Is that what got you, bro?
Nah, I was real heavy in sports at the time, so a lot of people may know me from like playing football.
Yeah.
So I ended up going off to school and playing in college, and I didn't know what I wanted to study. So looking at MySpace, and I never liked the pages. I was like, I wonder how they made them pages, and found out that the profession was graphic design. So like did a little research. That's what I went to school for. So
Okay. What school you went to?
I went to Purdue University. So Big Ten.
God damn.
Yeah.
Cold, boy, God.
Yeah.
Your winters were harsh.
My first winter up there was record cold. Like, it was negative 22. I was walking to school, like walking to class with my nose hairs freezing.
Right.
Chest hurting.
Nah.
Short of breath. Like,
Nah,
it was
dog.
crazy.
Nah, bro.
So, but it was a good time. Met some dope people. Got to play with some people that played in the NFL. That good thing. So
No, cause Purdue, that was kind of like a solid program, but just never could get. Cause I did with Ohio State and
so
Michigan
like,
and them.
it's crazy because the year before I went there, they were ranked like 22. I think the highest they got was like 18.
Yeah.
And then it kind of fell off a little bit, and then they making the surge back. They coming back a little.
Yeah, I got respect for Purdue, man. Yeah. Like I said, they always been like just a solid program, but just you kind of like stuck in a powerhouse, almost kind of like Mississippi State. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they gotta climb through Penn State,
Right,
Ohio State,
right.
Michigan State,
Michigan State,
and then you got Maryland coming in from the ACC. You got, I think SC finna join, Oregon finna join. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just bad luck.
For real.
Good players,
For real.
but yeah, just bad luck with the you dealing with these titans of football programs.
Right.
So, man, so you got the graphic design, and why that and not the league? What happened with it? What's the tragedy? I know it had to be so tragic.
Nah, it really wasn't nothing tragic. It was just now that I look back at it, like I had a medical condition that kind of just stunted me from.
That's the
from
tragedy.
progression.
I said it was.
Man, I don't see it as tragic. I don't see it as tragic. It wasn't like career ending. It just interfered with me going to class. So like, so if you've been around me, like, I had real bad sleep or got real bad at sleep apnea. So
Who you tell? Yo,
so like
fee.
I used to like
Fee.
drop at the drop of a hat. So like I would do all this working and stuff, and then like midday just crash out, and then I'd be up all night like working and stuff like that. So going back to Purdue, that's what kind of I was like missing class because I was dropping.
Yeah. Nah.
So ended up transferring, went to A&T, left A&T, and then came back here and taught myself graphic design. So I never got a degree in graphic design. I taught myself.
No, ain't no judgment, bro.
Yeah.
End of the day, you know what I'm saying, just a sheet of paper. But
Nah, for sure.
Cause I got a sheet of paper, and trust me, you're doing way more. I got a sheet of paper in newspaper journalism. What am I doing?
I think that's the good thing about doing my research in it was that I found out I didn't necessarily need a degree to do it. I just needed to know the skills. So
Right.
And then of course I ended up going to Lively and getting like the trade certificate and all that stuff. But like you say, I've accomplished a lot more without the paper,
Right.
than others with the paper. So it's
Look at it, man. Now you're taking shots, bro. I feel kind of offended right now. Nah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go and get my paper though. Play it right here. April 6th. No, I know a few people who didn't cross. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's about putting in the work. Like, if I learned anything from college, it's like, it's cool to go, but if you ain't got a purpose, like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
And making those connections, because those connections get you a whole lot further than that paper can.
Right, right. Yeah, and honestly, like, with college, that's kind of what it is. Like, you can connect with the people, get that person, and build a network, you know what I'm saying, rather with professionals or people on the, street level or whatever, and that'll get you, like you said, further than you go in there, you got the best grades, but if you ain't out here in the streets really hustling your talent, then what's the purpose?
Facts.
So, yeah, man. Now, I'm not out here telling don't go to college. Well, yeah, I am. don't go to college and BS. Please, save your money, save your parents' money, save time, figure out what you want to do. Because my story is similar to yours. Like, I got to college. I wanted to be the next slut daddy.
Out of control.
Wilding. And yeah, I wanted to go into business. I wanted to be the next, CEO, business CEO.
I feel that.
So I went to SBI in the 5-year master's program. At first year, I'm like, I'm not a business person. This ain't for me. But I sat back, thought about it, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty good at writing, and I was already, into hip hop journalism, like reading The Source and WXL, all that stuff. Yeah. So I was like, I knew I was great with history too. So my whole thing was just like, all right, I don't want to get a history degree because I ain't planning on being a lawyer or going to grad school. So I want something that can apply immediately. So I was like, you want to journalism, essentially the same thing. Yeah. So, the crazy thing, we could keep it moving. But I think my final semester, getting ready. No, I had already graduated, heading to work, listening to NPR because I'm a nerd. And it was like, this 2006, they like, the top 5 degrees that would be worthless in 5 years. Guess what was number 3? Well, that fool said newspaper journalism. I was like, nigga.
It fluctuate on that every year.
Right.
It fluctuate on that list every year.
Now, I already knew newspaper was going out. It was already a wrap. I'm surprised we still got newspapers. Shouts out to us, a Democrat. Man, had my wife on the front page.
And they in Panama City or something now?
I think the basic, they definitely not that old building. Don't turn that building into a storage facility, bruh. It's so disrespectful.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sad. Anyway, moving forward, because fuck newspaper journalism. About graphic designs, digital. Man, so once you got into it, how difficult was it to get the connections? Oh, what was your first connection? What first big connection?
The first big connection that I had was probably my first corporate check. Shout out to a classmate.
Yep.
She hooked me up with Capital City Career Source.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So
they got a little
first,
hexagon.
Yeah.
Thingamajig.
So I got my first big $300 check for them.
I ain't mad at that.
So I did some flyers and stuff for them, and that turned into like doing some more corporate stuff here and there. I always thought I was gonna do like corporate graphics, like logos and posters and billboards, all that good stuff. So, but then I realized how not creative corporate graphics get.
Right.
So I was like, I can't do this. So I talked to a friend of mine, RIP Canard. He was the first artist that I worked with graphic design. So anybody who talks to me, I always tell them if it wasn't for him giving me the opportunity to work with him,
right,
I wouldn't know none of the stuff I know about music graphics. Mm-hmm. So that's, my shout out to him for that. So I appreciate him for that.
Nah, man, for real, man. Shouts out to the bro. Send my condolences. Yeah. But no, that's how the cookie crumble. You know what I mean? So as far as let's go and get to the nitty gritty. you done did some things
Yeah.
for some people.
Yeah.
So if you want to run the list of people that these people may be like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. So starting the list off.
Don't be humble. Let them know. Let them know, dog.
First artist I did some work for. I did work for Chaotic 305. Had a connection with DJ AK up in Atlanta. He got me that connect. Then during the pandemic, right before the pandemic, I connected with Lola Brooke.
Yep.
Before anybody knew who Lola Brooke was.
Right.
So met her here in Tallahassee. Like she came down with her team and knocked out a bunch of stuff for her and her team. When she went back to New York, she just stayed in contact with me. So just kept knocking out some stuff for her, and did that "Don't Play With It" cover in like 2019, something like that. And then it blew up later. She got gold record for it, so I was able to get my first gold record doing that cover.
Hold up. Tell them again, dog. You got that one?
Got my first gold record.
Nori claps. A lot of y'all can't say that.
That was a dope experience. That was a dope experience. Like, just I don't know, just like watching her career climb.
Right.
And when I found out that designers can get a gold record, shout out Kid Flash. He's another dope designer up there in New York. He told me how to go about getting it. So when I found out we could get it, I just like been eyeing all the all the artists that I had worked with. So
my dog caught that bug. Like, hold up.
For real, man. Like, and I was watching and like just watching her follower count go up and the engagement on her posts go from like some thousands to double-digit thousands to, you know, so, and then, you know, the famous people got a hold of the song. So seeing Cardi B and Saucy Santana, it was like a bunch of actors and actresses that got a hold of it. And then when Kim K and Northwest got it, I was like, oh, that's a wrap. Like, that, she out of here now.
That's Billy. That's the Billy Club.
Yeah, so I want to say like, 3 years later the song blew up, and then last summer is when I got the actual gold record. Yeah. So did that, did some work for Fabulous. You know, FABOLO. Yeah. So
I'm old enough to know who he is, though. God,
that's for the for the people out there.
That's the people. I'm about to say, bro, you see this Uncle Phil beard? I think I know.
Hey, it's someone still spelling Fabulous wrong because of
because of that. He made Ludacris fuck the whole world up, bro.
So did some cover art for him, and that was dope because growing up seeing these dudes on TV, like I remember when Fabulous first came out, he did the song with
Holla back, youngin'.
Like like him, Lil Mo, and all, like it's crazy. So to have done work for him later is like that's fire.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then I did some work for Hot Boy down in Orlando. And his song went crazy before he ended up turning himself in. Right. NFL players got a hold of that and was doing, I think Debo did something to it, so that was crazy. And then Sexyy Red.
All right, hold up. We're going to pause for a minute before we get into the Sexyy Red. Because that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and get into the next track. And then we'll come back. We're going to go into Sexyy Red. How you hooked up with Sexyy Red? Well, not hooked up like that because it's gang. Not like that. He ain't the baby daddy. Yeah, it's gang. We ain't now. But how you hooked up with Sexyy Red, and also too what we can anticipate for the future. So let me get on my G. So the next track, hit y'all with these Snake Charmer, but my man, golly, I can't see his name. My bad, Kingdom Come. My bad, bro. Shouts out to Miami. My man Kingdom Come, and also hit y'all with this Marcel P. Black. And then we'll be right back. This is the Enigma Sept, our podcast. You got time, baby.
Kingdom Come. Bo King.
Yo, you ready? We stay ready. I don't think they ready. Royal fam.
It's the part where the snake come out of the basket. Snake charmers.
Cloak of righteousness, we stay armored.
A little child seeks for help. Parentals on drugs, older sibling crooks for wealth. Trip visits to clinic, prescribed meds, malpractice, pill poppers, trappers in traffic. Post-traumatic backwards, mental section 8 felony behavior habits. Federal banknote designer tactics, African beauty pageants, study the infrastructure. Mother Nature versus Mother Russia. Where there's money, there's corruption. I turn the party to a summit function. My light bearers keep the panels lit. Street Hamilton, NATO, your payroll. Timekeeper Seiko, it's Tim Drady. Pascal, French math. Eastern Seaboard. Try to find your mind in a state with no rewards. It's validated, through science is calculated. The most wants to suffer in this.
Yes, indeed, your boy Marcel P. Black. From Baton Rouge to North Carolina to Tulsa and back. I got my OG Cesar Comanche. Talk to him,
Let
OG.
me tell you that you never hear me spitting a lie. Crooks heart, wishing the past, skips the class, handing out parts. Suckers start wanting everything fast. Millimeter minds, Jackie, your Nas frail. Delicate spines, walk around with tuck tails. Following fad, you ducktails. And Cesar, sure ain't your launch pad. Want my rain, it's so bad, but that's when my back's turned. When I'm around, cool as the Fonz. Muster up a response, but it's a done deal. Fine, reception you get, cold as Green Bay. State of Wisconsin, very teenage, but you begin to raise the white flag. Locked within criminal fun, just a desperate attempt, trying to generate your bag. Living like a pathetic sip, but tons pressing on the dome, a do-rag. So lay down, we ain't stunting nothing you say. Get out the way, on the real.
All these fake niggas know the deal. When they start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When they start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. Underrated in the underground. Over vocal rappers shook when I come around.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. It's your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, which you just heard my man Kingdom Come with Snake Charmers, my man Marcel P. Black, featuring Cesar Comanche with On the Real Part 2. Shout out to my man Marcel P. Black out there in Oklahoma, taking it to Dr. Umar. Who invited Dr. Umar to Tallahassee? Who did that? Why? And why?
At fam.
Yeah, he was at fam. Do better. Anyway, where the school at, bro? Anyway, I'm getting canceled. I'm talking about lesbians and the black nationalists. I'm getting canceled on my first night. Anyway, got my man KG Green in the building, graphic designer extraordinaire, and we already said, you know, yeah, Lola. I want to say Buck. Lola Brooke. God. Uncle Phil Beard. Lola Brooke, fabulous. But as of late, you had the pleasure, of doing this. Of doing this design for one Sexyy Red. How did that happen?
So, going back to knowing people.
Yep.
So, thanks to this great app called Clubhouse. Well, once great app.
Word.
Once great app.
I ain't have an iPhone like I do now, so I wouldn't able to participate.
So, during the pandemic, you know, everybody in the house, the way to like connect with people in the industry and stuff like that. So, one of the people I connected with was this guy who manages artists. One of the artists he managed was Fabulous.
Right.
So he had a smaller artist from Atlanta. I did some work for him. Out of the blue, he was like, "Hey, yo, got this cover art for Fabulous." He didn't even say like, "I'll need you to do something for Fabulous." He like sent the song name, Fabulous featuring Jim Jones. I was like,
okay.
What? So and then he called me and explained, and I was like, "Oh yeah, for sure, I'm gonna do that." So did that, knocked that out, and then he connected me with another A&R. I did some work for him. That A&R connected me with 2 other A&R. So one of them,
names are spreading around like a disease.
Right,
What?
crazy.
COVID.
So one of those A&Rs was Sexyy Red's A&R.
Okay.
So doing some stuff for her, like early stuff. I think the first one I did was "Don't Get Beat," and
I'm not even gonna ask what
it's
that
like,
song
it's like,
is about.
it's like a fight song. Like she beat bitches up, and
I can believe it.
I don't even know how to curse. I curse.
Fuck yeah, man. Go ahead, bro. This ain't no church.
Yeah,
the hell?
So, yeah, about beating bitches up. So, on that cover art, I actually used my wife's hands.
Wow.
On that cover art.
Okay.
So I like put some nails on her, all that stuff. So, and they got the motion, so like the fist of punching, and it's So I did that. Then I did like a bunch of others after that. I did the song she got with Suki, Born by the River.
Yeah.
I did one with.
Y'all know about Suki, y'all nasty. But go ahead. Nastier than know about Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red.
I did like Push Start, Tired, Female Gucci Man. I did a bunch of them. But the most infamous one is the Pound Town record.
You did the Pound Town joint?
I did the Pound Town cover.
Okay, my bad. I knew you had did some time. I knew you had to go record. I ain't know you did the joint for Pound Town. My bad, bro.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for her to get that one certified so I can get my black for that one.
Right.
Because I know that's the when
they had to be double, triple platinum. Heck yeah.
But so I did the artwork for that one. They sent me that song. I want to say like a week before they put it out. So like hearing it first. So I'm listening to the beat. I'm like, oh yeah, the beat dope.
Right.
And then I hear the take key. Like, so I'm like,
it's not right.
And then out of nowhere, you hear about the time. So I'm like,
the pink and the brown. Like, what she said about the pink?
Yeah, I was like stuck for like 2 days trying to figure out what to do with the cover.
Yeah.
But then they sent me pictures of her to use for the cover, so I did one.
That would have made it easier. But anyway.
So,
hey,
yeah,
Sexyy Red, you can always be on the podcast, baby. It's just jokes, baby. You chill out.
So I do the cover. One of, I guess like the picture that I chose had the Pound Town behind her, and then the parental advisory below. Or actually, I think I covered up.
Most of
you had to see the picture, but like I covered up with the parental advisory.
Right.
So I work at an elementary school.
Right.
In the midst of me at work, I get a call from Sexyy Red.
Oh, wow.
Like, hey, you did the cover. I didn't approve the picture. Can you switch the picture? So I switched it to what song is cover now.
Oh,
so
it'll add up now. That's true. You what my man did.
But it was like crazy to like get a call from her at the school.
They said this boy Nick ain't do his research. Man did something with the #1 song of 2022. You ain't no dog. Look, I know the man had the gold joint. What we got? I ain't want to play the song, bro. You get fired. Hold up, nah.
But it's the red joint.
It's the red, yeah. Spotify want to show the.
So we did like different versions to it. It was red, originally red. We changed it to pink.
Oh man, got it. All right, so boom.
Changed it to pink. Changed it to purple. She had like a chopped and screw version, DJ Cuts version, and then the original. So, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why she wanted to switch it. Man, that's a decent picture, but that's what the artists want to do. Yo, that's it though, bro. Like, yeah, so I think we can clearly say that was the #1 song. Oh no, that's 2023.
Yeah,
yeah, like clearly. So
So I'm in the comments like fighting tooth and nail.
Right.
But don't
Man.
disrespect her. She dope people. Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna front. I asked this before we get up out of here. Okay, so be it that, I mean, Pound Town is what it is. Are you able to remove, or how are you able to, like, are you able to remove, like, all right, I ain't really feeling this song. Not saying it's about Pound Town, but just any other song. It's kind of like, this all right, but I'm still going to do what I got to do.
I do it.
Like, how you inspiration?
I do it a lot. So, like, first, when I'm working with an artist, I genuinely, I want to like the music.
Right.
It's easier to create when you like the music.
Right.
Now, if it's an artist that I like, I can remove myself from if I don't like this particular song,
right,
or whatever the case. And that just comes with, I've listened to the artist long enough to like understand what they're looking for, like what goes to their brand, that thing, you know, things like that. And that's something I think is important in graphic design, is being able to tie that artist's brand and image and look and all of that into the artwork that you do for
So
them.
really go back their history and say, okay, this is kind of a vibe they've gone through.
And that's usually when I'm stuck, that's one of the things I do. I go back through their discography and look at the type of artwork that they put out before, what was successful, what wasn't, that type of thing. So, and then from there, I kind of put together, you know, concepts to go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Man, that's crazy. Pound Town, bro. Man's right here. He's responsible for all y'all little boy wet dreams. Pause. Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Before we get up out of here, man, let the people know how they can get in contact with you. We're gonna have the information scrolling and in the description, but if you want to let the people know.
Yeah, for sure. So please follow me on IG, thebrian.graphics. I didn't say that last time. I was on camera with somebody else. Caused a lot of confusion. They took that page. They ain't got that page no more. So
man,
thebrian.graphics. DEBRYNE.graphics. You can follow me there. Always show love, always show support to the people that follow me. And my new email, needgraphics@thebrian.com, thebriangraphics.com. See, new email. So, needgfx@thebriangraphics.com. Email me there. If you want to talk graphics, you want to get graphics, whatever.
Right.
You know, hit me up there.
Man, appreciate you.
No problem.
You know what I mean? It's all good. Hey, man, I ain't gonna say the price went up.
Yeah.
You should already know. So don't come to my man's trying to slight him. Y'all see your Enigma Sept. I ain't having that. We ain't even get into the photography thing. I know you gotta do photography along with that. So
Yeah, so I do a little photography. But, this summer, coming out with a Photoshop class. So anybody want to learn Photoshop, doing Photoshop class. Yeah.
Bro, look here. I just learned how to dodge and burn. Why you laughing, dog? Why you?
Hey. I'm happy because of all
real,
day
though.
you said dodge and burn.
Just chill, man. I'm a king on Lightroom though.
Lightroom,
Lightroom. I'm gonna kill it. But yeah, nah, it's a lot. I gotta learn a lot about Photoshop. So
For sure.
yeah, I'll let your boy.
I got
Just
you.
remember, you know, so I had you on.
Also, I got an ebook on Amazon too.
Okay,
So
tell me.
basics. Yeah, it's diving into Photoshop, diving into Adobe Photoshop, beginner's guide to the basics, and short little ebook, something like 15 pages. You'll learn the basics just like that.
You gotta tell me nothing. Cause look here, that Canon 90D only. Hey yo, that Canon 90D can only do so much. Hey yo. Anyway, we gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate you, my boy.
Nah, no problem. Thank you for having me, man.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. I had told my boy, I was like, yo, I'm going to have you on, dog. So I had to make it happen. So, yo, y'all just stay tuned. Hopefully, still trying to work out the kinks and everything. So I don't want to give you a timeline. I did say this. Definitely going to a bi-weekly, if not monthly, but definitely bi-weekly schedule. So just make it more comfortable and kind of give y'all some space. So y'all just stay tuned. Also try to put some more clips out there, more smaller clips, so y'all can be more digested. Because I know sitting here for an hour listening to your boy is can be a bit much because I'm not Drake. Yeah, man, I'm trying to make it more digestible for y'all to take in these clips. And also, too, just make sure to hit my mans up, follow my mans on Instagram or whatever. You can follow him. Shouts out to Pat.
Follow back.
Man, he followed back, so that's important, all right? Holler at your boy, especially if, you know what I'm saying, you're really trying to get in the game. Because if you learn anything from this interview, it's connections. That's what got him on. Yeah. So you gotta reach out. You can't be Emily Dickerson, all right? You have your poetry in a drawer. They ain't gonna work. But yeah, shouts out my man Pat. Shouts out my man Joe, Shelby, everybody down with Freedom Train Radio. Shouts out to my wife. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. My baby Mackenzie, Daddy loves you. Kobe, Mr. John, everybody in the household. You guys are free. You don't have to be quiet anymore because I'm out the house. They kicked me out the house. God damn, dog. God damn. Anyway, this is. Oh, also shout out to my man Mikey. I know he's like, man, I ain't want to be famous, man. I'm behind the boards. Don't call me out. And my man AD. You know what I mean? So that's it. So this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.